Our organization just wants to act on prevention. We don't want to do intervention. We want to prevent our kids from failing. We don't want to come after they fail. That's why we take the kids from the younger age all the way to high school. We'll have some of our kids here to speak to you today. And they will testify the work that we do. Some of the parents also will have the opportunity to speak. But I don't want to be too long. I want to introduce Salim again to us. In our work, we want to build also relationship and partnership with other organizations that do the work that we do not do. We do some work, but we can't do it all. Some other organizations do some stuff that we would like to do, but we don't have the resources to do. So we would like to partner with some of those organizations so that they could take on where we left it off. I want to introduce Salim here again to come and speak to us about her program, what she does, and the good work that we could do together to help this younger generation.
Hi, my name is Shahada or Shay Salim. I am the manager of team programs at the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum. Has anybody ever been to the Intrepid? Yay! Okay, great. So there's lots of teen, family, and community programs at the Intrepid, but I'm going to talk to you today about my journey. And I'm going to ask you questions as well. I love to have conversations rather than presentations, so I'm going to ask questions. I would like for you to also enjoy and participate in this dialogue as we learn together. So let's thank again Francois for having us today. And I definitely thank you and your families and these beautiful children as well being a part of this awesome celebration. So has anyone ever heard of this place? Far Rockaway. Where is it? What borough? Okay, good. Are there any Queens people in the house? Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? Yes, so I am from Far Rockaway, Queens. I grew up there with my mom and my family. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. So Far Rockaway, especially back in the 1970s, wasn't as great as it is today, but we had the boardwalk. My mom would bring my family, my brothers and sisters to the boardwalk each and every day to play outside. Do any kids play outside today? Okay, oh, good job, kids, right? So being outdoors is one of the great things that really got me to enjoy science. Anybody love science? Beautiful. So I grew up enjoying the ocean, and the ocean was a place for me that was really exciting. Anybody love to swim? Loves the ocean? And the ocean's a great place, right? It's a great place to be. We're lucky now that we have this weather, that we can actually go to the beach now and enjoy the weather. But I grew up loving the ocean. And back in the day, there was this channel, Channel 13, which I know you boys and girls now have about 1,000 channels. But back in the day, we had maybe 11 channels that we can enjoy. And PBS was actually a place where I got to learn a lot about the oceans and a lot about marine science and dolphins and sea stars and jellyfish. So as I was growing up and being part of Townsend Harris High School, we were also able to enjoy classes at college, Queens College. So I took my first intro to oceanography class and also my first internship at the Brooklyn Aquarium. And the Brooklyn Aquarium is also another place that you should definitely go, especially their new exhibit is opening up all about sharks. You guys like sharks? Well, they do have a new Shark Tank coming up on June 30th, but that was the place where I did my first internship. So boys and girls, if you love things, if things that come to you in your community and you enjoy doing it, stick to it, because that could be a really awesome career for you when you grow up.
Math Academy and Coaching Services for inviting me today for the 3rd annual celebration and award ceremony. I would also like to give a special thank you to Mr. Francois for giving me the opportunity to be able to be here today. So as I was going through my notes and thinking about how to relay the information that I have to share today, I thought that it would make sense for me to provide you a little bit of background as it pertains to who I am as well as where I come from. And reading through the notes, I realized that today's theme is about striving for excellence. And so I am going to share a little bit about my story. So I came to the US about 13 years ago. I am originally from Cameroon. Who here has heard of Cameroon? Yeah, awesome, this is great. Okay, that gives me hope. So I came to New York, and when I came to New York, I was in 12th grade, right? So as a new immigrant, it was very tough, and I'm sure that most of you who either are immigrants or have friends or family members who are immigrants understand the challenges that most immigrants face. So I speak French, and so I have a French accent, right? And so it was very difficult for me to be able to communicate with my classmates, even though I also spoke English. So Cameroon is bilingual, right? So we have a French part and an English part, yeah? But I am originally from the French-speaking part of Cameroon. But my parents chose to put me in the English part of Cameroon. So I went to school learning how to speak in English, but my parents didn't speak English, right? So when it came time for me to do my homework, I had to rely on my teacher to help me to do my homework. And then in class, in Cameroon, the teachers, they spoke in French and we wrote in English. So it was a very interesting dynamic that I had to go through. So coming to the US, right, with a thick French accent, I will never forget the first day that I went to school. My classmates first had asked me, where is Cameroon? Which part of the world is that, in? And so they had no idea where Cameroon was. So I remember my history teacher took the map of the world and said, here is Cameroon. Right? And so my classmates became educated about where Cameroon was. So that was the first hurdle that I had explaining myself. And so even though they had an idea of where Cameroon was in the map, most of my classmates still did not understand the concept of a girl coming from Africa. Right? So I was bullied in school, right? Because of my accent. Oftentimes my classmates had asked me, when you were in Cameroon, did you sleep on top of a tree? Did you sleep with lions? Were you in the jungle? All these, questions. I was very baffled, right? Because when I was growing up in Cameroon, I saw myself as a human being, right? But then when I came to the US, I had to define myself. Right? I wasn't sure who I was. Right? I had to figure out whether I was African, African American, or black, right? And I'm still trying to figure it out, right? Which is a very, which is a very interesting concept. And I'm sure that most immigrants who come from Africa have similar experiences. And so for me, the events for the community, I get to go into different associations and talk to the community one-on-one. I get to go to consulates and embassies and just advocate for the community and ensure that we have policies that favor the community. At the New York City Commission on Human Rights, the Commission is a city agency that fights against discrimination.
Now, at NYMA, we always try to bring one of our students as a speaker. A student who has worked hard and done a lot to achieve at the highest level. Today, we want to introduce to Kadiatu Keita, a NYMA scholar, a very hard-working young lady, and she will be attending Yale University. And she's going to tell us about the road to the Ivies. What is the road that you need to take to get to the Ivies? So Kadiatu will be entertaining us for the next few minutes.
Thank you for the introduction, Mr. Francois. I remember coming to NYMA the summer of my 10th grade year, the summer of my 10th grade year going into 11th grade. I needed help with calculus. I was taking AP calculus at the time, and they had a really, really thick packet. If you guys know what summer homework does, they have these really big packets that they give you. I came, Mr. Francois and Kevin, they sat with me throughout the whole summer and helped me complete that entire packet. And I was able to pass AP Calculus, which was one of the hardest classes that I've taken that year with flying colors, and was able to pass the class as one of the top 3 students. So I was very grateful to Mr. Francois and Naima for helping me through. Even with my application to Yale University, going to college applications and college interviews, I called Mr. Francois to once again help me, and he generously found me a Yale alum who helped me practice my interview skills, practice telling my story to the interviewer at the time, and my interview went really smoothly, and I was able to take even that one interview and go on to do many more interviews to talk about it. Talk about myself and make sure that I sold myself and I put my best self forward when I was applying for college. I think one of the biggest things, motivators, one, my mom, my aunt, they were always there with me, making sure that I did my homework. My mom was very on top of me for my entire school year. Whenever I had school, the principals always knew her. She had teachers on speed dial. You couldn't really escape from her. One really memorable story, I think my entire school board, they will not stop telling this story. At one of the first weeks of school, I came home and, the schoolwork was kind of easy. I just went through it. She went to school and they thought that she was coming just to talk about bullying, but it turns out she came and gathered the whole staff. They were all sitting nervously around the table, and my mom just had their attention, and she very politely said, "My daughter's not getting enough homework." So for the entirety of the school year, I was just, in addition to the homework that I already had, they just kept bombarding me with even more work. So I thank her for that as well. Along with the homework, her and my aunt, they've always been there making sure that if I had an internship, they would make sure, they would pick up my siblings if they didn't have time. If I needed money to go to scholarships or I needed to go travel trips to meet different schools, they'd make sure they funded me for that as well, to make sure that I never felt that I would be lacking. They never let money stop them from me doing what I wanted to do the most in life. Through them, I was able to go on many, many international trips. I applied to a lot of scholarships to go travel abroad to the countries that I really liked. For example, in the summer of my 10th grade year, I went to South Korea, a country that I really wanted to go to. I applied for a scholarship, and my mom made sure that I went there fully stocked, made sure I had the best time. When I applied to go to Rome, Italy, and I applied to go to Ecuador, and when I applied to go to South Africa, they made sure that I was fully equipped with the things that I needed to go, and they were always there, one step behind me, always following up on me, making sure that I was safe, making sure that everything that I needed was there. I think that was another one of the biggest motivators for me, to work hard, making sure that I didn't let their hard work go to waste, and that I didn't let them just ruin themselves. Another big influence for me was my school and my teachers. When it came to schoolwork, if I had trouble, because I wasn't the best, sometimes you study really hard for a test, sometimes you might fail, but it's the work that you put in and going after school to my teachers. I made sure that I let them know if I needed help. I stayed after long hours every single time we had an exam, especially for AP Calculus. I stayed late after school, made sure that my work was done. If I had an English exam, I would wait with my teacher and have conversation with him so my essays were flushed out, and that was one of the biggest help as well needed for me to get my grades up so I can go to the college that I wanted.
Mrs. Antoinette Saigati, in recognition and appreciation of your many hours of effort and selfless contribution towards the success of New York Math Academy and Coaching Services Program, for being engaging, rigorous analysis. Thank you.
So yeah, she wants to say a few words.
say thank you. Thank you everyone over here for being here today with us. Thank you, Francois, for this occasion. I wasn't prepared for it, but I will say something about this organization. Like you said earlier, Nima Coach started in my living room. I'm from Ivory Coast, West Africa. Came over here with a little English at school. I wasn't doing English. That's not my option. I did not like English classes. Only thing I can do, I do the technician. I don't know how to say that in English. Everything mathematical, that's my way. So I will do my best to have like 90, 95 to just bounce up the grade of English to be able to move up. So when I came here, I have my uncle that used to say, oh, you're like afraid of speak English, but you will finish with an English country. I was saying, oh no. But finally, my husband was here, I had to come. And I have 2 children, 2 boys, now in college, with the help of Francois. Like I said, English wasn't English wasn't me. So I did my best. I tried hard to help my children from kindergarten to 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. It comes now that everything comes difficult for myself. So how about the children? What I have to do? And from my country, we have at the time 2 just political parties, and Francois and I are in the same party. And one day we were together, and I said, oh, Francois, I'm wondering, do you know someone that can help me with my children with the homework at home? And he said, but that's what I do. I help the children at home. I go home from home to help. I said, okay, I have a knock on a good door, a best door I can ever have. So Francois used to come to my house with my children at the time 2, and then 3, and then 4, because I'm a child care provider. So whatever is the children about children, that's my business. I have plenty family members from, when I say family members, not because we are the same family, but because we came from Africa, we got to be family. So sitting down, see them that they cannot help their children out, like I tried to help my children, some wasn't able to do it. And so I started inviting the kids at home. As a child care provider from 8 to 6, my babies have to leave. And then the others came in. So my house was like every day from Monday to Friday, Saturday to Saturday, because Sunday, at least I said, Francois, you have a family, you have to stay home. So, you see, I'm living in Harlem, and Francois in Queens. I'm a mother and a wife. Leaving his wife and his child all the way in Queens to come in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, and then go back to Queens late in the night. I was like, no, you cannot continue like that. I got up one day, I asked him, why we not open something that, he said, yeah, I would like to. Then nothing saying to him, I just get up in the morning, walk from 155th Street and 8th Avenue to 125th. I was just picking up the numbers of all available space for us to have somewhere to locate. So I went back all on 7th Avenue, go back on 155th Street, and then they know all the numbers. Then Francois, can we call all this number and see if we can have some place? And with the help of we got our brother here with Francois. They try to call all the numbers, and finally, then we got that space on 136th Street and 7th. And the day we had that, I was so happy because telling you this story, I'm like about to cry because it wasn't easy. Money. And I would like to thank a very, very, very hard woman here who is Mrs. Francois. She handled a lot. She handled a lot because it wasn't easy. All your budget in, it comes at the time you have to pay your rent, it's difficult. But she hold on for her husband to have this thing where it is today. So I really thank her for her help, for her assistance, and for being a wife and a mother. Because the mother, she think about her own child, thinking about all the rest of the children that Francois worrying for how they're going to succeed, how they're going to pursue the future, how they're going to, I don't know, but really thanks to her.
Okay, it's our honor also to present the Certificate of Pioneer Award to Ms. Maya Jackson. Mia, my apologies. Mia Jackson. Is this the tutor? This is the amazing tutor that always showed up and never gave up.
Thank you. I am a woman of very little words, so I will make this very short and sweet. Thank you all. I appreciate the relationships that I've made with both the children and the parents. I actually just went to a graduation yesterday for one of my kids from before. Brianna Clark, she graduated and she's on her way to college. So I went to her graduation and to her graduation dinner. So I've established relationships with a lot of the young people here. I've maintained relationships with a lot of you guys. And I am so ever grateful. I'm very proud of all of you and all of that you have accomplished and all that you will accomplish. And as I've told you all before, if you ever need me, always available. Thank you.
Welcome to say.
The Certificate of Most Supporting Parent is presented to Mrs. Naomi Comenantito.
Thank you very much, Francois. I know I don't deserve it. Like I told you before, I was doing all this to make myself feel better about how much I underpay you. So thank you for recognizing me, and thank you.
The Certificate of Most Supporting Parent also is presented to Franz Adams. Come on down. Claim your certificate. Thank you for all of your hard work. Thank you.
Thank you so
You want
much.
to say something first?
Well, a very good afternoon to everyone. I would certainly like to say on behalf of all the parents, I'm merely just doing what each and every one of you do on a daily basis, which is just giving unlimited support, love, and encouragement to our kids. I was able to have Francesca attend New York Math Academy almost 3 years ago, and it has been a tremendous, tremendous experience in terms of her personal growth and accomplishment. And to each and every one, including and starting with Mr. Francois and to the entire staff, words cannot express what you all mean to each of us as parents for your endless contribution to the development of our kids. We thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay?
In a way that you have some people to rely on. You have your parents here. You have some member of the community that come from also the side where you come. I am here, Francois is here, Christelle was here, Madunya is here. When we came to this country, we did not have anybody. We came as a student or something like that. But we did not have a lot of support. We were trying to be close to those who we left over there. When I came here, I think maybe none of you were born. I have to take 5 minutes to explain a little bit about some struggle. Upon graduation from public school in the borough of Manhattan, City of New York, signed by Joy. Thank you.
Yes! I was thinking.
Man Jara Sek is hereby awarded the certificate of excellence upon graduation from public school. Is hereby awarded the certificate of excellence upon graduation from public school in the borough of Manhattan, City of New York. Signed by Joy.
Thank you.
Aida Bachidi is hereby awarded the certificate of excellence upon graduation from the school in the borough of Manhattan, City of New York, on the 23rd day. And she is my niece too.
Acha Diallo. Ule Diallo. Saidu, did Saidu come? Yeah. Okay. That's my little boy. Diallo, Saidu. Fatima Jamande. Yaya Dumbia. Yaya, yes. Aisha Dukure. The Dukure family came? No. No, the Dukure family didn't come. Someone take a Dukure family. Alicia. Did Alicia come? Alicia Fletcher? No. Okay. Zina Gardner. Ralisa, did the Bunny sister came? Yeah. Ralisa Bunny. Yeah. Zainab Bunny. Matu. I don't know how to say the last name, so I'm not going to screw it up. So. Okay. Matu. Brianna? Anthony? Fly. Bengali.
Congratulations.
Angel Lopez.
Congratulations.
Marcela Lopez. Brandon.
Congratulations.
Okay, I want to go the. Okay, we're going to be the Brandon. And what's the Mickens? Okay. What? Kilani? Kilani's here? No. Marcus? No. Sandra Sumaro. Sandra Sumaro. Oh, Sarah Sumaro. Okay. Okay. Amy Silla.
Congratulations.
No. Amy.
Papa Silla.
Yeah, and Papa Silla. Amy Cham.
Oh, here's Papa. Congratulations.
Brooke Thomas. That's Brooke. I saw Brooke, right? Brooke was somewhere there. Okay. And Micah. I think Brooke and Micah was here. Okay. All right. So we finished with the certificate of completion. We're going to go with the special certificate. I'm going to invite one of my big board members to come and give us those certificates. We're going to do it. Okay. Friends, let me see. I'm going to start. First one, go to Mariama Diallo. And she's here already. What's Mariama? Oh, yeah. You said it. Yeah. Yaya Dumbia. Yaya? Amy Silla get also the best all-around student. Now we going to get into the best turnaround student. Turnaround student. To read that? Okay, we're going to read the first one, and so we can read all. No, listen, you read that. So the best turnaround student, first one, go to Bengali. Bengali. So you read that. Bengali, yeah, read.
All right, so it's a student that has shown significant improvement in all-around behavior and has gained independence in learning.
So, Matu. What's Matu?
Congratulations.
And what's Matu? Okay. Papa Silla. Ralisa Bane. Zainab Bane. And we now go to most improves in reading. Go to, right, read it.
Okay. The most improved student in writing,
yeah.
has done exceedingly well in reading. Okay, sorry. So most improved student in reading has done exceedingly well in reading.
Okay, Aja Jallo. Ralisa Bani. Now, the most improved student in math? Yeah,
I guess it's the same thing. Most improved student in math is a student that done well in math.
Okay. Zenagan. Micah is now a bit left. Micah. Sarah Smoro. Most improved in physics goes to?
That's all
right.
One student.
Right. So it goes to Brandon Bayanga. Most dedicated student in math go to Francesca Adams. Well, another one goes to Aja Diallo. Go to certificate of most artistic student. Go to Papa Silla, he likes to draw. And one go again to Aja Diallo. Amy Silla. The most entertaining students. They like to entertain by they learn. So go to Mamadou and Christopher Cisse. Sandra Cisse. And Anthony Hatchett. And Fatima Jamande. Curiosity Award. She likes to ask questions like everywhere, which is good. Goes to Matthew Sekou. And Aja Diallo. Most independent student who achieved the most independences goes to Shadi Cisse. I think she left. And we have most independent also go to Amy Silla and Anthony Hatchett. Okay, we'll finish our categories and certificates and awards, and we'd like to congratulate our students for their efforts, for everything that they've done.
Vous l'avez découvert ici. Que vous avez découvert Ivoire TV. Ivoire TV.